The Philippines, some call it paradise, others whisper about its sinful side. Beyond the white beaches and warm smiles, headlines often focus on nightlife, corruption and vice, painting a one-sided picture. But is this fair? The real Philippines is a nation of contrasts, deep faith, strong family ties, and vibrant communities. To understand it, we must look past stereotypes and listen to the voices of those who call these islands home. Let's uncover the truth behind the myth and see the Philippines for what it truly is. When outsiders call the Philippines sinful, they usually mean the nightlife, gambling, and stories of corruption. Yes, there are casinos and entertainment districts, but for most Filipinos, these are just backdrops to daily life. Poverty and tough choices are often misread as cultural flaws, when they're really symptoms of deeper economic struggles. The sinful label is a lazy shortcut, one that ignores the complexity and resilience of the Filipino people. The real Philippines is not just found in its famous beaches or bustling cities, but in the everyday routines of ordinary families. It's in the quiet moments, the laughter, and the small acts of kindness that make up daily life across the islands. From the heart of busy Manila to the peaceful countryside, the Filipino routine is a tapestry woven from tradition, resilience, and deep connections. Mornings start early, often before the sun rises. Parents are in the kitchen, preparing a hearty breakfast. Perhaps garlic-fried rice, eggs, and dried fish, while children slip into crisp school uniforms, their laughter echoing through the house. Outside, the neighborhood comes alive. Street vendors set up their stalls, jeepneys rumble to life, and the familiar sound of roosters signals a new day. It's a scene repeated in millions of homes, a testament to the Filipino spirit of hard work and hope. Family is everything here. It's common for 3 generations, grandparents, parents, and children, to live under one roof, sharing not just space but dreams and responsibilities. Grandparents pass down stories and wisdom, parents work tirelessly to provide, and children learn the value of togetherness. Whether it's sharing a meal or helping with chores, every member plays a part, supporting each other through thick and thin. Beyond the family, the spirit of bayanihan, community cooperation, shines bright. Neighbors lend a hand without hesitation, whether it's rebuilding homes after a typhoon, organizing a neighborhood cleanup, or sharing food during a colorful fiesta. In times of need and in times of joy, Filipinos come together, showing that unity and generosity are at the core of their identity. For many, sacrifice is part of the routine. Overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, leave their homeland and loved ones behind to work abroad, driven by the hope of a better future. Their journeys are filled with longing and love as they send home care packages and remittances and connect with family through video calls. These sacrifices are acts of courage and devotion, shaping the lives of millions back home. As the sun sets, families gather once more. Evenings are for sharing stories, laughter and prayers, moments that strengthen bonds and renew hope. Children finish their homework, parents unwind, and everyone comes together for a simple meal. Faith, hard work, and togetherness form the rhythm of Filipino life, day after day. This is the true heart of the Philippines, a nation built on family, community, and unwavering hope. In every home, in every neighborhood, the real Filipino routine is a celebration of life, resilience, and love. Meet Maria, a street food vendor who rises before dawn, her hands already busy as the city still sleeps. Each morning she sets up her small stall on a bustling corner, the aroma of freshly cooked delicacies filling the air as the first rays of sunlight break through. Maria's day begins long before most people open their eyes, and her work is more than just a means to earn a living. It's a testament to her resilience and love for her family. She prepares breakfast for her children, making sure they're ready for school, and leads them in a quiet prayer before they leave. For Maria, pride isn't measured by material wealth or possessions, but by the warmth of her home, the laughter of her children, and the strength of her faith. Her sacrifices are woven into the fabric of her daily life, and her hope is that her children will have opportunities she never did. Then there's David, an expat who arrived in the Philippines seeking adventure, but found something far more profound. He expected beaches and nightlife, but what truly captivated him was the spirit of the people he met. David discovered the real Philippines not in parties or tourist attractions, but in the everyday kindness of neighbors who share what little they have, and in the humility that defines daily life. He was welcomed into homes, invited to share meals, and learned that community here means looking out for one another no matter the circumstances. Dr. Aguilar, a respected sociologist, describes the Filipino identity as a tapestry of contradictions, where tradition and modernity intertwine and where the past is never far from the present. He explains that the Filipino spirit is shaped by centuries of history, colonization, and adaptation, creating a culture that is both deeply rooted and ever-evolving. Filipinos are deeply religious, their faith visible in grand processions and quiet moments of prayer, yet they are also adaptable and modern, embracing technology and new ideas while holding fast to their values. This balance allows them to navigate a rapidly changing world without losing sight of who they are. Paulo, a young volunteer, spends his weekends helping in community projects, driven by a desire to give back. He wishes the world saw the generosity and compassion of his people, not just the headlines that often overshadow their achievements. Paulo dreams of a future where the world recognizes the hope and ambition that fuel the Filipino youth. The dreams of Filipino children are as bright as the morning sun, full of hope, curiosity, and the belief that tomorrow can be better. They play in the streets, inventing games and stories, their laughter echoing the resilience of a nation that has weathered countless storms. In times of hardship, like after a typhoon or disaster, families and neighbors come together to rebuild, sharing resources and lifting each other's spirits. This sense of bayanihan, community cooperation, is at the heart of Filipino identity, a living proof of resilience and hope. The Philippines is a nation of contrasts and complexities, far more intricate than any stereotype or label. Its people are diverse, their stories unique, yet bound by a common thread of strength and unity. The Sinful label, often used by outsiders, misses the millions of stories of dignity, struggle, and community that define the real Philippines. From farmers tending their fields to workers in bustling cities, every Filipino carries a story of perseverance and pride. The true heart of the Philippines is found in its people's strength, spirit, and unwavering hope. Listen to their stories, celebrate their victories, and witness their courage in the face of adversity. When you look beyond the caricature, you'll find a nation defined not by its flaws, but by the enduring pride and struggle of its people. The Philippines is a land of contrasts, fast-paced cities and tranquil provinces. In Manila, skyscrapers and nightlife fuel the sinful stereotype, but step outside the city and life slows down. In the provinces, success is measured by family, harvest, and community respect, not material wealth. City life is individualistic, provincial life is communal. Both worlds coexist, shaping the nation's identity. To know the Philippines, you must see both, the modern and the traditional, the loud and the quiet. The country is more than Manila, it's the sum of all its parts. At the core of Filipino life are faith and family. Catholicism shapes daily routines, from fiestas to prayers before meals, and churches serve as community centers and lifelines during crises. Family extends beyond the nuclear. Relatives support each other emotionally and financially. Respect for elders and strong family bonds provide stability and guidance. These values form a moral framework that endures, even as the country faces modern temptations and challenges. The real story is not about sin, but about a nation guided by compassion, faith, and responsibility. Bayanihan, community spirit, defines the Filipino response to hardship. After disasters, neighbors unite, sharing resources and hope. Despite frequent calamities, Filipinos are known for resilience, laughter, and finding joy in simple things. Happiness here isn't about wealth, but about family, music, and celebration. Hospitality is legendary. Guests are treated like family, no matter how little there is to share. The true treasures of the Philippines are its unity, resilience, and infectious joy. The Philippines faces real challenges: poverty, corruption, and inequality. Many families struggle for basic needs, and social gaps are stark. Corruption diverts resources, but Filipinos are vocal in demanding change. Inequality limits opportunity, yet the fight for a better future continues. Acknowledging these problems doesn't reinforce stereotypes. It highlights the strength and determination of the people. The nation's spirit shines brightest against the backdrop of adversity. So, is the Philippines sinful or a paradise? The answer isn't simple, it's both, and neither. The Philippines is a land that defies easy definitions, a place where beauty and hardship, joy and sorrow, tradition and innovation all coexist in a vibrant, ever-changing tapestry. It's a country of contradictions, where ancient traditions are honored even as modern life surges forward. Jeepneys rumble past glass towers, and families gather for fiestas that have been celebrated for generations. Here, deep faith is woven into daily life, offering comfort in times of struggle. In neighborhoods where poverty is a daily reality, generosity flourishes, meals are shared, prayers are whispered, and hope is never far away. The headlines you read capture only fragments of the Filipino experience. The real story is found in the everyday acts of kindness, neighbors helping neighbors, strangers offering a smile, families opening their doors to friends and newcomers alike. In the face of adversity, whether it's typhoons, floods, or personal hardship, Filipinos show remarkable resilience. Children laugh and play in flooded streets, and communities come together to rebuild what's been lost, always finding reasons to hope. The Philippines is not a myth or a label to be pinned down by outsiders. It's a living, breathing nation, home to more than 100 million people, each with their own dreams, struggles, and triumphs. Every day millions of stories unfold, stories of love and loss, of ambition and sacrifice, of laughter and tears. Elders pass down wisdom to the young, and communities are bound together by shared history and hope for the future. The true beauty of the Philippines lies in its complexity, in the way old and new blend seamlessly. It's in the imperfections, the struggles, and the quiet moments of grace that reveal the nation's soul. Above all, it's in the unwavering spirit of its people, their warmth, their resilience, and their ability to find light even in the darkest times. Volunteers reach out to those in need, and smiles are shared even when times are tough. To truly know the Philippines, you must look beyond the headlines and the stereotypes. You have to walk its streets, taste its food, listen to its music, and let yourself be moved by its stories. Listen with an open heart and you'll discover a nation that is as rich in spirit as it is in culture, a place where every face has a story, and every story matters. Only then, when you see the Philippines through the eyes of its people, will you begin to understand its true soul, a soul shaped by history, hope, and the unbreakable bonds of community.